For almost everything I search for on Google, I get a Reddit result.
Reddit.
The traffic coming to reddit.com is absolutely exploding. What if you could tap into Reddit as a major traffic source for your own website? I was initially excited to show you how I was getting over 10,000 visitors a month from Reddit. But then a couple of days ago, I saw a huge traffic spike and got over 11,000 visitors from Reddit in a single day. In this video, I'll show you how I'm getting over 10,000 visitors a month from Reddit and the specific strategies I'm using. Maybe Reddit could help me shoot pool a little bit better. I'll also delve into some of the shadier Reddit traffic tactics. Be sure to use at your own risk. First, let's take a look at some results. As you may know, the amount of traffic that Google is sending to Reddit on a monthly basis has gone from about 75 million visitors a month a year ago to an eye-popping 534 million monthly organic visitors. That's a 6x growth in a 12-month time span. This kind of traffic growth from one of the largest sites in the world is virtually unheard of. So I did what any enterprising entrepreneur would do. I started experimenting with tapping into some of that sweet Reddit traffic for my own website. Pop! I mean, if Google insists on sending so much traffic to Reddit instead of actual blogs, maybe it's time to see what all the fuss is about.
All right, let's see if we can break these.
I have an experiment website, and I do want to emphasize that this is an experiment site that I've been using to try and get traffic from Facebook. I'll save my Facebook traffic strategies for another day, but you can get access to a few call recordings with Facebook traffic experts in my private Niche Pursuits community to learn about Facebook traffic strategies. The link for my community is in the description. So how much traffic has my experiment site gotten from Reddit over the past 28 days? Well, check out my analytics here. So as we take a look at my Google Analytics for my site, you can see that I've had a few spikes over the last 30 days. Nearly 4,000 visitors, then 2,700 visitors, 1,300 visitors, and then this huge spike on May 19th with over 11,000 visitors, mostly from Reddit in a single day. And then the next day, 4,500 visitors. And so if we look at the breakdown here, you can see that most of this is coming from organic social over the last 30 days. And if I break this down further by traffic source, you can see that most of the traffic is indeed coming from Reddit. You can see that over 20,000 visitors from Reddit, but they break it down in a few different categories, 2,100 from Reddit, 1,300 from Reddit. So over 23,000 visitors from Reddit in the last 30 days. I'd say this is not too bad considering that we only started experimenting with Reddit traffic about 2 months ago. All of this traffic coming from Reddit to my website is over 10,000 visitors in the last 28 days.
There we go, 2-ball, corner pocket. Boom.
Not too bad considering that I just started experimenting about 2 months ago. So how did I generate all this traffic from Reddit? Here's 5 Reddit traffic strategies that I used, and you can too. Be sure to stick around for strategy number 5 because I think that one is the most shady. And I have lots to say about it. But I think that strategy number 3 is the most effective.
Let's just create a mess here, why don't we?
So strategy number 1 is to build up your Reddit karma to 1,000 before posting any links. Now, if you're familiar with Reddit at all, you know that they can be absolutely brutal in banning you if you do anything that looks self-promotional. So you want to build up your Reddit karma. You do this by participating in different subreddits, by commenting, being helpful, and generally just participating, doing all of those things to build up your account history. Okay, so that is strategy number 1, is don't be self-promotional from day one, but build up that karma to 1,000 before you post any of your own links.
Let's just create some chaos here in the center.
Strategy number 2 is to join lots of subreddits, stay active, and post links to other websites. So don't just join 1 or 2 subreddits that are related to your niche, but join lots of them. They can be broad, they can be specific, but just generally be active within those subreddits and show that, again, you have a broad history, you're using Reddit actively, and even trying to be helpful by posting links to other websites. These can be well-known websites, CNN.com, ABCnews.com. When you see great stories, post them in the appropriate subreddit. Again, this is not to be promotional, This is just, again, to build up the account history that you have within Reddit itself.
Nailed it.
Okay, strategy number 3. Now, this is the strategy that I think is the most effective.
Here's a sure way to win.
Pop! You find stories that are blowing up in other subreddits. And when you find something that is absolutely crushing it in one subreddit, you go write your own article on your blog with your own spin to that news story. And hopefully it's related to your niche, but you write it, you post it on your blog, and then you post your article link as a new thread in a different subreddit, right? So you find a different subreddit that this other news story that you found that was doing well makes sense. And this is kind of a way to do kind of competitor analysis, if you will. See what's working in one subreddit and try to replicate that success with your own story and your own spin, and you post a link to your own blog in a different subreddit, right? So again, you can't be super promotional and you have to go about this very careful, but let's take a look at our schedule that we've actually followed to achieve these traffic results on Reddit. So in the last 7 days, what we did is we left 60 comments in 24 different subreddits, okay? So when I say different subreddits, you need to be active across lots of different subreddits. Now, in the last 7 days, we've done 16 posts in 7 different subreddits. About half of those were posts in our own subreddit. Now, I'm going to talk about creating your own subreddit here in just a second, but only 3 of those 16 posts were links to our own website in the last 7 days. So as you can see, we're very active and we're not being very self-promotional. We're posting links to lots of other websites. Only 3 times in the last 7 days did we post a link to our own website.
All right, let's see here.
Strategy number 4 is to create your own subreddit. Now, you don't want to create a subreddit within your own niche. This is a place where you will eventually feel comfortable posting links to your own website. So you create your own subreddit. It can be anything that you want. Then you need to start getting followers because you do want to have it be a little bit active. And then you can post links to your own website whenever you want. However, you should still be posting links to other websites. So it needs to look like it's lived in. Okay, now this strategy is not going to generate very much traffic to your own website very quickly.
That's not going to work.
Right now, we've generated very little traffic to our own website from our own subreddit. But over time, the idea is to be active there, posting relevant news to our niche. And because we're the moderators within that niche, of course, we just approve anything that we post. But over time, you can get more and more followers. You can have an active community that can start to grow organically. So this is more of a long-term play.
Not this time, that's for sure.
That over time, you can control your own subreddit, post your own links to try and get traffic to your own blog from your links. That's the idea. Now, do you want strategies to grow your own subreddit? I'm not going to jump into this video, but I do have a free list of 10 ways to grow your own subreddit and how to get more engagement there. Just go over to nichepursuits.com/subreddit, and I'll give you full access to this list of 10 ideas.
Let's try this strategy. Oh, that worked.
Okay, strategy number 5 is to create your own subreddit to rank in Google. This is the most shady tactic, but I see no reason why it shouldn't work. Okay, so this is more of an SEO strategy. This is a way where you create your own subreddit, you create keyword-focused content there, and you try and rank in Google, which is a little bit different than what we were talking about previously. Now you can start getting traffic directly from Google because your subreddit is ranking there for SEO reasons. Now on the screen here, I'm going to show just a few examples of subreddits that are currently ranking in Google to give you an idea of different things that you can try and target. But why is this considered shady? Well, it's both Google and Reddit probably don't like this. That's the reason, right? Is that, hey, you created your own subreddit to be purely self-promotional, and now you're trying to game the Google system. Google doesn't like that. You're writing for Google, not for humans. But in my opinion, hey, Google is sort of playing this game already.
Not an easy shot, though.
If they're not going to rank blog posts that are well written, that are in depth, but they are going to rank a subreddit that is very shallow, that often is just the title of a keyword, a short paragraph blurb, and maybe a comment or two, if they're going to start ranking those subreddits above a well-written article, well, it's Google's own fault, right? So if you're just kind of taking advantage of that loophole, I say until they close that loophole, you might as well experiment with that. I wouldn't make that your main traffic strategy, but go ahead and experiment. As long as Google's ranking that subreddit, go for it. Why else is this tactic a little bit shady? Well, anytime you have Black Hat World Forum talking about this, trying to exploit how you can rank subreddits, your own subreddits, well, you might be in a little bit shady territory. All right. But it really is the whole point of Reddit. It's supposed to be the front page of the internet. That's why Reddit was created, is so that people could post interesting articles and get traffic to those articles. That's most of Reddit, is links to other websites. So my caveat here would be try and create good content on your website. If you can find ways to promote it in your own subreddit, to write content that maybe is ranking in Google, and then people actually land on your website that has really good content, why not? Go for it. We're just in a weird time here where sometimes Reddit is ranking better than the actual article on your blog. And so one way, this strategy is to create your own subreddit that can rank in Google.
8-ball, corner pocket.
Now again, as I mentioned, if you want to grow your own subreddit, I have a free list of 10 ways to grow your own subreddit and how to get more engagement. Just go over to nichepursuits.com/subreddit and I'll give you full access to this list of 10 ideas.
Now, my friends, are the pull strategies I learned from Reddit.
Now, what do you think? Is trying to get traffic to your website from Reddit actually shady? Comment shady or not shady in the comments to let me know what you think.